The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention.
Now batting, Greg Allen. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Designated hitter.
Next will be not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. 1-0 the count. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting third. First baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Reed Ballard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Struck him out. So set to get his day started, Jamal Samble, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jamal Samble goes down to become the first out here in the 2nd inning. this is high, a ball and a strike. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Batting 6th, left fielder.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Into the box. Billy Play. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Billy.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And they just can't touch him right now as this is swung on and missed. 7 punch outs now, and there's 1 away.
Third baseman.
Now here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect.
Threw it right past him. Ready for another chance? Greg Allen, as we begin the top of the 4th. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sandoval on the move. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andreas Soriano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off there. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The first baseman, number 33.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive.
Well, the play's been made, and that leading off the inning, Jamal Sample, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a high strike there. 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
David McClendon will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. David McClendon becomes the 2nd out here in inning number 5. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Digging in to try it again. Billy Play. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently. To 1-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Another one sent foul. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Sanchez has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Greg Allen, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the changeup is way low that time. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he struck him out. So it might be. Digging in once again, Andreas Soriano been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Manuel is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Reed Ballard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded up the first baseline. Osuna scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding in once again, Jamal Sample. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fouled away. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through. Leading off the inning, David McClendon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base. Rally.
Bouncer down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Frank Nieto.
Now batting. Left fielder, Frank Nieto.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Frank Nieto goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Billy Clay is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there.
And another one. Fernando Calzado takes the ball now in inning. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest.
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and putting on a new uniform.
Holy shit, already?
A Triple-A manager welcomes a new arrival from Double-A. This prospect showed promise at the Double-A level. The organization is hopeful his progress will continue here.
Quick.
Stepping up to the plate, Lloyd Anders. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's taken for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And that's out number one.
Batting second.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Striding forward now is the DH, Rich Kessler. Man at first for him following the one-out single. And that misses 1-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
So he sets him down swinging. Rich Kessler becomes out number 2 this inning. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. On to second for the force. Now in the box, Sean McDonald. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And that one just missed outside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled it.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow.
Batting sixth. Right.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. Meyer stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Batting seventh. The shortstop.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Now it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ryan Lamar would be next. And a full count now, 3-2. Frozen on the fastball, never had it. At the plate, Ryan Lamar.
Like I am.
Leading off with
First
the
pitch
red ball.
coming, here it is.
Center fielder.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
So he got him swinging. Ryan Lamar is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 25, Lloyd Anders.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can.
A swing and a miss. That
Shut them up.
stepping in and ready for another shot. Augustin Pineda. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The designated hitter.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Rich Kessler becomes out number 2 this inning. Swung on and missed, 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Dan Meyer. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Number 10, shortstop.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he's got another one here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Asuncion. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Daniel Asuncion.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Geary has a play. One away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lloyd Anders. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get him out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Lloyd Anders becomes out number 2 this inning. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he's going to add to the total. Ready for another chance. Rich Kessler is hoping to avoid the hat trick. Struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Rich Kessler is sent packing to begin the bottom of the 7th. Brock Stassi stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Catcher number 5, Sean.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Russo is after it, and that ends the inning.
Your attention, please.
And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Anibal Sanchez. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant.
This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late. Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace. And an invitation to the big stage inevitable.